Coming up on DC News Now at 4.
A second victim has now died after a shooting outside of this Circle 7 here in Northeast DC. And police are now offering a $50,000 reward to catch the suspects responsible.
Then it's heating up outside. Meteorologist Scott Sumner is tracking cooler temps heading into the weekend.
She may be small, but she has a big personality. Check her out. This is Lynn Mai. She's the National Zoo's newest baby elephant. We're getting an up-close look before her big debut.
And the Commanders unveil their new uniforms, a fresh look with a nod to the past.
Even though they're pretty much like the old uniforms, but like way better than the original Commanders uniforms in my opinion.
What fans are feeling about the throwback style.
You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
But join us for DC News Now at 4. I'm Mark Hall.
Hey, good afternoon. I'm Annalisa Gale. We begin with an update in the district this afternoon. A second boy has died in yesterday's shooting outside a convenience store in Northeast Washington.
DC police releasing their names, Annalisa, 14-year-old Tyel Coates and 12-year-old Milo Young, and police are now offering a $50,000 reward for information that leads to an arrest.
Yes, and DC News Now's Liberty Simmons is back at the scene today. Liberty, what are you learning about these young victims?
Well, Annalisa and Mark, it's such a tragic shooting here. Now, the grandmother of 14-year-old Tyel Coates told me that he was just buying food from a truck here yesterday outside this Circle 7 when those suspects opened fire. Now, this is a look at the shooting scene yesterday, and you can see evidence markers scattered all over Kenilworth Avenue Northeast. Officers say at around 3:30 p.m. they found 14-year-old Tyel Coates and 12-year-old Milo Young suffering from gunshot wounds. Coates died at the scene while Young succumbed to his injuries at the hospital. Now, police say there has been an uptick in fatal shootings across the district this past week, and members of the community here are fed up.
I want guns off the street because it's killing innocent souls, taking people's lives that are not ready. Even little kids are being picked by the guns, even inside the car. So no one is even safe.
And the mayor says this appears to be a targeted shooting, and police say this is the 7th homicide in the last 7 days. And coming up in the next hour, we'll have more crime stats from officers. For now, live here in Northeast DC, Liberty Simmons, DC News Now.
Liberty, thank you. And staying in the district now, Mayor Muriel Bowser is extending DC's emergency juvenile curfew for another 15 days, keeping the temporary law in place through the end of the month. The order allowing the city to enforce nightly curfew hours for anyone under 18 from 11 p.m. to 6 a.m., while police can also set expanded curfew zones in designated areas. And for more information on the juvenile curfew and the impacts it could have if lawmakers don't act to extend it, you can head to our website right now, dcnewsnow.com. Just search juvenile curfew.
All right, let's check in with meteorologist Scott Sumner, who's in for Damon Madsen. Scott, it's kind of warm out there.
Oh, yes. It was definitely hotter than it was yesterday. And it's nice, you know, for those who like it this warm, but could be tough for others as well.
That's true, guys. The humidity isn't sky high. That helps a little bit. Yes, it is quite hot out there, but the humidity during the summer, boy, you know it, in D.C. can really get you. Currently, 88 degrees, mostly cloudy skies, but just about half an hour or so ago, it looked like we've tied a record. It is unofficial, however, so I'm going to wait for the official records to drop here in about a couple of hours, but it looks like right now, as it stands, that D.C. has tied a record at 89 degrees, but we'll see. As some other numbers outside right now, we're at 92 at Manassas, 90 at Leesburg, 91 at Woodstock, 92 at Fredericksburg, but yet much cooler by 10 degrees here from Annapolis down towards Lexington Park, influence, of course, of the water. The all-time highest records here And the highest temperatures for the month of April in the area have been into that middle 90 range from D.C. to Martinsburg and all points in between. So, yeah, we're not going to hit that. But needless to say, I just wanted to show you some of the all-time highest and how close we are to getting to those numbers. As far as the numbers over the next 12 hours, they're going to be dropping down through the 80s and into the lower 70s, bottoming out around 70 or 71 degrees in the area. So we'll look ahead to tomorrow, where some more records are possible here, either getting tied or broken. And you can see the numbers to the right, the old record, and what we're forecasting. So pretty close all in all. We'll talk more about today's weather and what to expect for the upcoming weekend, which is not that far off, in just a bit.
All right, thank you, Scott. And taking a live look now at Capitol Hill, where the Republican-led Senate has blocked another Democratic effort to force President Donald Trump to pull U.S. forces out of the war in Iran. It's the fourth time this year Democrats have tried, arguing the mission needs congressional approval. Republicans say they're backing Trump's wartime authority meantime for now, but some are also quietly questioning how long this conflict can go on. Ahead at 4:30, we'll break down the impacts.
Well, happening now, a jury is deliberating for the fifth day in a case of a man accused of murdering a Kentucky teacher on Catholic University's campus back in 2023.
Yeah, Jamie Macedo is facing 5 charges, including prosecutors alleging that Macedo attempted to rob 25-year-old Maxwell Emerson before ultimately shooting him.
Now, DC News Now's Marielle Carbone. She joined us live outside of the courthouse.
And Marielle, what are we expecting? Any verdicts soon?
Annalisa and Mark, it's really hard to tell. We know that around noon today, the jury sent a note to the judge saying, quote, "We are not making any progress and we don't see us coming to a consensus." Now, the judge told them that they could, if they had verdicts in one or more of the charges, say what that verdict is, and they could be unsure on the others, and that if they did not have any consensus on any of the charges, then they would need to send a note back out to the judge. Since then, we haven't heard anything, so presumably still out deliberating at this hour. Now, some background on this case. The shooting had happened in July of 2023, July 6th, and at the time, the victim's mother told me that Emerson was a beloved teacher attending a conference at the Library of Congress. Now, prosecutors allege that Macedo robbed Emerson around 8 a.m. on campus and then shot Emerson in the stomach. Macedo did testify in his own defense, disputing that he intentionally shot Emerson. Instead, he claimed that Emerson had tackled him and that the gun went off, which was in his compression shorts. Now, the judge, or rather the jury, did have another question today about the placement of that gun. They were asking if they could get more information on where Macedo said it was on his body. The judge ultimately said that both sides of the case had rested, so they couldn't further explain that information or any evidence at this point. So again, it's unclear how much longer they could be deliberating, if they will be sent home and returning tomorrow, or if we could possibly see a hung jury on this case. That is the latest here at the courthouse. Reporting live, I'm Marielle Carbone, DC News Now.
All right, Marielle, thank you. Well, a 16-year-old has now been arrested for arson and vandalism at an elementary school. This comes after police discovered graffiti referencing a school shooting at Bradley Hills Elementary School. Police say the suspect is a student at Walt Whitman High School. Investigators believe he was also connected to a storage shed fire on the elementary school grounds. Officers say there is no threat to the community, but they are now patrolling the Bradley Hills campus. Also in the district, a judge holding Brian Bettencourt, the man accused of touching women's hair on the Metro. Bettencourt was charged with 1 count of stalking last week. That charge, a violation of his conditions of release from a previous case in 2025. A status hearing has now been set for both issues for May 15th. By that point, the government will decide if a plea deal will be offered. Otherwise, a trial must happen within 100 days. Bettencourt is also facing battery and assault charges in Virginia for touching women's hair on the Silver Line in Clarendon. And right now, the House passing an aviation safety bill Tuesday addressing the lessons learned from last year's deadly mid-air collision over Reagan National Airport. The ALERT Act aims to strengthen aviation safety after investigators found key warning technology could have prevented that collision, but some victims' families say the measure falls short, and they're now speaking out about why they wanted stronger action in the first place. They spoke this morning about this on Sunrise on the Hill.
We do have concerns related specifically to the ALERT Act. The primary thing is that does the ALERT Act actually address the conditions that led to the death of our loved ones, 67 lives? And we believe it doesn't actually close the gaps that have to be closed to ensure that this never happens again.
Some of the additions in the ALERT Act stay in the final bill, and I would love to see some of the more precise language in the Rotor Act also make its way into the final bill, and hopefully we can get to something that both the Senate and the House are happy with, and that we as family members are proud to put our support behind. You know, we're not there yet, but we remain optimistic that we can get there.
And you can watch Sunrise on the Hill here on DC News Now weekday mornings for more conversations like this one from 6 until 9 a.m.
Well, people in Alexandria may soon start paying for parking on Sundays, and city officials are proposing payment at a parking metered spaces which are free right now. And officials say that Sundays are one of the busiest days in shopping centers, and people often find it hard to park because spaces fill up quickly. They say that the right size pricing will create turnover so more people can access the shopping centers, and city officials will be discussing the proposal next Tuesday.
Well, the Washington Commanders, and they have a brand new look next season. The team dropping some new uniforms today. The major change is a new alternate jersey there for the team. Fans outside the team store telling us they love those new uniforms.
I love it. I like the new jerseys. I like the new uniforms. I think they're nice. Even though they're pretty much like the old uniforms, but like way better than the original Commanders uniforms in my opinion.
And I think the Spirit just is an example of kind of bringing back the Redskin vibe, if that makes sense, but more so keeping the Commander's name because, you know, it's new year, new attitude.
Yeah, with these new uniforms, the team says they're hoping to honor the past while looking forward to the future. To be honest, I was a little surprised that those were the new jerseys because I'm like, I've seen these before. They look so familiar because, like she said, it pays homage to the old jerseys. So it's kind of what's old is new, what's new is old.
Right. You know, and you know the helmets, they look nice, but you know how Commanders fans are. They're very loyal. They're very passionate. They just want the team to win. It doesn't matter what they're wearing. So hopefully the guys can stay healthy, and no matter what uniform that they're wearing. But congratulations, the look looks nice.
Mark says all he wants are wins this season.
Just, you know, 12 wins, 12 or 11 or 12 wins in a very tough competitive division, and make the playoffs and continue to grow and get better. But again, stay healthy.
Yeah, and then he'll get the jersey.
And then I'll get the jersey.
All right.